Howdy folks, welcome back to BeamNG RLS Career Overhaul mod with our hardcore series. As you saw in the thumbnail, bad things happened. Several bad things happened. So let me get you up to speed and then we'll continue on. We're going to make some money. So I had the car, that was great. What I kept running into though was the NPC traffic is so bad. They would like just ram me and stuff, so the car would get damaged. And when you don't have a garage, you don't have any way to fix your car. So I thought, okay, I will buy the cheapest garage. So I took out a loan. I didn't realize the down payment took basically all of your available cash. So then I couldn't make the payments. There was no way to like cancel anything that I could find. I was rushing around. I had to make like 1,000 or 1,200 every 5 minutes to make the payment, which is impossible to do, especially in hardcore mode. I don't know why the payments are every 5 minutes. That's really, really ridiculous. So anywho, after 2 or 3 late payments, they repossessed my car, and I lost all my money. So I lost the 15 grand or whatever I put in as down payment for the loan. Now I did get the, I guess I got the car money back. Ended up with like $11,000 or $12,000, something like that. And then no car. So so I've been running around doing loaner vehicle stuff, and that's what we're going to do today. So the goal now is to get a garage. I'm not going to get another car until we have a garage, because you just can't do anything with them. Without a garage, like I said, the NPCs are always running into you doing stupid crap. Also, I was speeding a little bit, and the police, like 2 police cars ran me. Yeah, just totaled the car. It was just destroyed. So that's the thumbnail, I think. If I make the thumbnail from that picture, which I think I will. Anywho, let's jump back in. So we're not doing too bad. I've been doing some stuff off camera. Got 21,000 in my savings. So we're cranking through. I'm going to show you some of the stuff you can do with the loaner vehicles once you get your logistics up a little bit. So speaking of, if we go to skills here, I'm at level 16 now. But once you get to, I think it's level 10. Let me just double check. So I'm over here at Shuffleboard Logistics. Let me show you that on the map. There are logistics stations here. So it's right over here across from the city. And like this is the main shuffleboard. Right across over here is where I'm at, across the street from the big garage. Once you get your logistics up a bit, I believe it's... Oh yeah, it pauses. Not sure why it pauses sometimes. Once you get your logistics up a bit, you can come over here to this and scroll down. And you can get a truck. It says limit reach. Does it tell me on the screen here? It doesn't tell me. It's level 10, I think, or 12, or somewhere in there. And you can start getting these smaller trucks. You can do some tanker stuff. I've been hauling some hazardous fluid. Right now I'm going to try out some parcel stuff that I found over on the Spearleaf Island. So we're going to try that out. Also, I've got another speed limit mod. We're going to try that one out. See how that goes. Anyway, I took the loaner of this flatbed. It hauls a decent amount. There is another bigger box truck. It's just hard to drive, and I don't know if I need that much space. So we're going to try this one for now. Now, these trucks are not very powerful, but they are free. Of course, they take 80% of your profit, at least at the reputation level I'm at right now. You can also see in the lower left there, I added another UI app, so you all can see what I'm doing for control inputs. In case you were curious. So that'll show, you know, throttle and brake, etc., and wheel as I'm giving inputs. Let me know what you think about that. If you want it or not, I can turn it back off. I don't really need it for my purposes. So you can get across the street without getting hit. There's usually not a whole lot of bigger stuff here. I'm just going to double check and see if there's anything going out to the island. So I want to go out to the island and kind of figure out that chain. If we go to parcel, No, that's just all going to the city, and it's like tiny amount. I don't know. I'm still kind of looking around, finding places that have the bigger parcels. Almost hit that. May just have to go over to the island empty. I think there's a decent stuff over there. Sorry, gang. I was blocking your side of the road. Let me just check over here at like Rent-A-Box and a couple of these places and see if there's anything going over to the island. But I made a decent amount of money with the liquid transport. So I think I have to wait for them to fill back up. They're kind of low. Alright, parcel delivery. Yeah, here we go. This is what we want. It's going over to the island. I need level 35, though, to get that. Oh, that's timed. I really hate the timed stuff. Because when you're playing on hardcore with the police, you can't just be blasting through the stop signs and stuff all the time. So maybe we'll just take this over to the industrial warehouse, so at least we're not running completely empty. Yeah, I don't really want to do the timed stuff. That's only $10. That's like $30. That's not too bad. We'll take this stuff, and then we'll just kind of make a loop there, and then we'll head over to the island. So I think there's some stuff over here to grab. Alright, do I have my guidance? I don't. For some reason, it keeps turning that off. Not sure why that is. Oh, the adventure I've had. I thought I lost my save. That was fun. Which reminds me, I need to turn Cloud Sync back on. So I had backed up my save in a zip file and was doing some experimenting. And then I restored it, and I lost my save. Like, it wouldn't load. Did a whole bunch of troubleshooting. What I eventually found is that a combination of the Steam Cloud Sync and also BeamNG keeps a list of deleted saves for some reason. And it was basically overriding my save with junk and wiping it out. So I had to dig down in the user folder and find those deleted saves and move some stuff around, and I eventually got my save back, to make a long story short. So yeah, it's been an adventure here between episodes. Whoa! The controller, not super precise. One of these days, I'm probably going to hook up my wheel and see if I can get how well I can get that to work. This is why I don't want to do time deliveries, because you have to sit at stoplights and stuff. And a lot of those timings are assuming you're driving like an idiot with no police around. So here we sit. I've been doing a lot of this. I've been good. I've been driving pretty good. I've only maybe ran from the police a couple times. One was in a fully loaded water truck. Luckily, the police was dumb, and he crashed into another car, so I just kind of slowly drove away. I actually pulled over and stopped for him. I was going to take my ticket, but he rear-ended another car, and then he couldn't get to me, so... I just slowly drove away, and that worked out. So I'm going to tool down through town here. Now with these trucks, you don't really have to worry about speeding because they don't have a ton of power. But there's a spot in the tunnel over there going to the island where it goes from like 60 to 40 back to 60 in a little tiny space. Naturally, that's where the cop got me for speeding. You know, the 20 feet over there where it's 40 miles an hour. In theory, I can turn right on red, right? We're going straight across, so I gotta watch for cross traffic because this is a crazy intersection. Don't know why that intersection is there with like no stop signs, no stop lights, no protection at all. I like them dualies. If you saw my other series, I missed Big Red. My red dually pickup. If you haven't seen that series, I did quite a bit of just normal play. And you can find that in my playlist. Look for BeamNG. Whoa! Don't know what the controller button for horn is. I had to reach over and hit H on the keyboard. This is an interesting one to try to get lined up in. Try to go for the at least good parking, although with the big trucks like this, it's a challenge. All right, we'll drop that off. We don't make a whole lot of money, but we've been rocking up through the skill. It's mainly about the XP. We get a little bit of money here and there. I need to find somewhere I can get a loaner vehicle and start doing like some taxi stuff. Start getting that leveled up. But anywho, we're doing this. And then I'll probably do some more forklifting. Just been trying to do a mix of things. And, you know, the money's coming in. The cheapest garage, that Chinatown, the one slaughter, I think it's like 75. I'd have to double check. It's somewhere around 70 or 80 grand. So I need to make a lot of money. I'm like a fourth of the way there. So video pacing, if you've been watching these as they come out, I'm wrapping up a 2-week vacation, so I had a little extra time. These will probably move to like weekly videos if you're following the hardcore series. I'll try to do a video a week. Oh, he's going after him. It's not me for a change. So just be aware of that. Good old red lights. $100 fine. We'll hog the fast lane here. So I should have went to the other one first. Probably would have made more sense for my routing. Switch to the other lane since we got an opening. Watch the old speed limit there. This giant flatbed truck pulls up to this restaurant. Got your box. And another $100. It's not bad. And look at that. We pushed almost all the way to level 17. Very cool. And then sometimes the continue button doesn't work. It's a controller. There it goes. Well, yeah, parcels available. Do you have anything going across to the island? Nope. All right, we're going to head over to Spearleaf Island, and I'm hoping we can find some boxes to make a decent chunk of money coming back. We'll see how it is. With the liquid stuff, man, that is really lucrative. Even with them taking 80%, I made like $4 grand just taking a trailer load over there to the island refinery. So once we have our own vehicle, that could be a nice little money maker. I think the tanks refill. I'm not 100% sure how that works. It's not an infinite supply of stuff. So you'd have to wait for it, I assume, to regenerate. All right, truck, let's go. Now, how do I get up to... I think I need to go through here. Oh, no cop, no stop. I'm speeding, though. Yeah, we go through here. Then we'll get up to the highway. Go across to the island. So quite a bit of just driving in this video. I'll leave it in and see what y'all think. I don't know how you want these edited. Whoa, a little bit of a lag spike there. It's automatic transmission and a weak engine in the loaner. Oh, it was a struggle. I had a fifth wheel version of this truck and then a trailer. All in liquids, and wow, it was like 20 mile an hour going across this bridge because of that slight incline. It was rough. But it was a ton of XP and some decent cash. I've been basically throwing most of my money into the savings. I mean, why not? It's free money. I think it pays out every 20 minutes on your savings interest. So, might as well get it. Have that money work for me. I think it was Shuffleboard Logistics over here. I know what building I'm going to. I don't remember what it's called. They had a ton of parcels coming back across. And I was in a tanker truck, so I couldn't take anything. So I wanted to come back across here in a truck that can take parcels and see what we can get. Nothing else, we'll get some XP. Yeah, it hits 40 right here for just a little bit. I guess for that exit there. So that's where I got busted. Gotta remember that. The brakes on this truck are pretty strong. So when you're running empty, it's not too long to get over here. Let's chance. I don't think there's anybody around. So right over here, I believe, is where they had some parcels. Yeah, this is also a shuffleboard. They're all over the place. Alright. Let's go in here and parcel delivery. Oh, it's level 35. Where's the stuff? There was stuff I could take earlier. Well, we got that. That should be some good XP because it's going far, and we've got that to go into the quarry. There was stuff somewhere over here that was like $400. Maybe it was just luck of the draw, and I didn't get it that time. All right, we'll check the other places over here. I can also go over to the port. See what we can find over there. I think the other place over here is just the liquids. This is where I've been grabbing the liquids. Come on, truck. Yeah, it's just fluid I saw on the pop-up there. Alright, that's what I thought. Don't know about the one across the way. Let's go check that while we're out here. And we can, if we still have room, we'll head to the port. Ooh, that might be a cop. There's undercover cop cars that look kind of like that. Oh, now it's green. Now that I came to a stop, you can usually tell because they have a cage inside of them. That one didn't look like it had a cage. Yeah, cop cars have cages. Is it just liquids here? No, trailers as well. But we got to be a decent high level from what I remember. Yeah, level 35, and then for 45. So 35, just get the trailers. We'll get there someday. All right, let's head to the port, and we'll see what we can pick up over there. And I think once I make the trip back across, I may grab the tanker truck, not the trailer, and we can do some hazardous fluid because that paid pretty well. Coming back the other direction. Red light, let's go for it. Right behind the red car. Oh wait, how do I... Actually, this is the wrong direction, I think. I need to go the other way. Double check the map. I'm not as familiar with this area. So let me turn off automatic route, and I want to come over here to the port. Yeah, I need to go back that way and up and around. Okay. So let's do that. Can I cut a Yui right here, or is that illegal? No idea. Oh, we're not going to make it. Where are you going? He's doing what I was doing. He's cutting a U-turn too. Yeah, we got to go up and around and then through the other direction to get to the refinery or the port. Spearleaf Refinery. Not me. I didn't do it. Going after the other guy. It's green, but that guy decided to just stop in the middle of the street. Yeah, so we take this bypass. So if we go left right here, we can get back and go across to the mainland. This goes over to Pier, I believe. Oh, it is 43 here. My bad. Also, that's the dirt. Don't drive in the dirt usually. Truck's got a really nice little idle sound to it. So this speed limit app is from Simple UI Suite. You can find that in the repo. We'll try it. It just seemed like the other one was causing freezing, because I removed it and I haven't frozen since. And I hadn't frozen until I added that. So, I don't know. Correlation is not causation, but it seems suspicious. We'll see how we get along with this one. Also, the port should have, in theory, should have a ton of parcels. If they do, then I may, next time I do this run, I'll get the big box truck, which is just chock full of boxes, containers like this. And they're double stacked, so it's like this times 2. We finally made it to the port. Let's pull in here and see what we got. Hopefully we got some good stuff. Make our journey worth it. What are you pulling in here? Are you lost? Bonk. Lightly loaded straight truck. Kind of bouncy. Alright, parcel delivery. Look at you. Stuff's timed again. I gotta watch out for the timed stuff. But hey, we got a lot of things. We're full. 768 out of 768. So there is a lot more stuff over here. Could probably make a run with the box truck at some point. The only downside to this is you have to go to like 2 or 3 places and pick everything up. Bonk. Looks like we gotta pick up inside here. Yeah. Let's go grab this one. We stopped. Oh, there's one over there. Kind of takes you in a weird order when you're over here. So I tried to look around. Is the other one across the street? Is there any more over here? I think all the others are across the street. I'm not going the right direction. Hopefully there's no cop around. I want to go here. Yeah. Here's where we are. Yeah, I don't see any more yellows over here. Oh, there is a car coming. Okay there, transmission? Yeah, it's been a while since I've over here. I remember bringing Big Red and the gooseneck through this. That was always an adventure. Big dually pickup and a 40-foot gooseneck. Alright, this should be the last pickup, I think. Yep, everything says deliver now. Perfect. Let's roll. Oh, I need to go back to my map now and turn on automatic route. Take me to all the places. Oh, green light, hammer down. Oh, it's turning yellow. Hopefully you're not an undercover cop. 40? Whoops. A little fast. Ooh, which way are you going? Getting a little reckless. I gotta watch that. Oh, there's a cop right there. Hi. We're not doing anything illegal, sir. Nope. It's all above board here. It says 40. By the time I get to 40, it's probably going to be 50 or 60. So. Maybe it's only 40 through here. We'll just follow traffic. That's probably safest, as long as you leave some distance, because they do love to slam on their brakes. We should be getting off here because we got a drop off down there at the industrial warehouse, I believe. Yeah, industrial warehouse. It's got the thicker white line, so I think that... Whoa, it's really easy to lock up the brakes on this when you're lightly loaded. It has a thicker little line on the thingy, so that, yeah, that's the one we're headed to. The automatic route does a pretty good job when you're dropping off stuff. Hey, it's Big Red. I saw you coming. Decided I better get below. Down near the speed limit, at least. Hop some curbs here. Hey, there we go. Hit 17. Had a little bit of money, but nothing huge. Alright, we got some more drop-offs. Oh, you're in reverse. Let's go backwards. The transmission in this is a little funny. I don't know if the torque converter doesn't lock up right away or what's going on, but you can do what I just did there. You can put it in reverse and you roll forward like 3 feet. All right, we're going up to probably Rich's Motor Company. That's the next stop up there. Used to cut through that sidewalk all the time in my other series. Don't do too much of that on the hardcore mode, especially on the giant straight truck. There's a lot of dualies running around. Big old dually truck in the city. Usually a little short guy driving. There's another dually. What's with all the dualies here in the city? Crazy. Wonder if I could find... I bet all the vans I could get are cargo. Like, if I could get a van to do taxi, probably level up pretty quick. Entrance is not very large truck friendly. Here we go. More XP. $42. Not much in the money department, but that's okay. Get that XP leveled up. We can do bigger and bigger things. Alright, probably Belasco City next. Going up that hill? Alright, I'm going to follow you up the hill. These hills are brutal in this truck. He likes to hunt gears. Excuse me, sir. Well, hey, how about everybody just pull? Sure, just pull right in front of me. Not like I had a green light or anything. Just leave it in first gear. We'll struggle bus up the hill. I think we're carrying a lot of weight. When I was driving that water truck, man, that was rough. Oh, he's running. I was like, who's the police after? That guy right there. We'll get him. Am I right turn on red? Let's go with yes. Anyway, I was in the water truck coming up that really steep hill over that way. And I had to just put it in first gear and crawl up. It kept hunting gears. Whee! Oh, it's a red light. Now it's green. Where's this taking me? All the way out to Hot Rolled? Oh, yeah, that's okay. Almost got T-boned. Oh, took that corner a little soon. It does seem like it takes a long time to level up the reputation. And if you damage one of these loaners, you take a reputation hit when you turn it back in. That can be kind of brutal. It's taking a little longer than I thought. $6.20. We got some XP though. Alright. Got another one at Hot Rolled. That was that Hot Rolled. I was thinking Blasco. Yeah, Blasco City is out here. Blasco City Garage. It's pretty close to the quarry, so we're almost done. This was another fun one with Big Red and the gooseneck. Whee! $13. Not quite the lucrative moneymaker I was hoping for. I'll have to try it with the box truck at some point. This video is getting kind of long. I thought I might be able to do some liquid stuff as well. Oh, this is just taking me this way. I could have went around. All right, Quarry and Belasco City. Yeah, we'll just go straight here. It'll figure it out. I don't think there's ever any cops back in here. At least I hope not. They would probably not take kindly to me going twice the speed limit. A little bit of tire chirping. Come on, people. See, that's why I don't do the timed stuff, because they will just sit here at the stop sign for 30 seconds. In your own time. Another dually. Had $1 for every dually. Could have bought a garage by now. You know what? No cop, no stop. That's a hill. Hope nobody's coming. Oh, there was a yellow car. I'll pull right in behind him. These hills are brutal. I could probably switch the transmission to like manual gear mode or something, but I tend to just leave it however the car comes with it, if that makes sense. Cutting through some residential. Is that a cop? That might be a cop. 2 cars ahead. Oh yeah, it kind of looks like there's a cage in there. Can't tell for sure. We'll play nice. Alright, looks like it's taking me to the quarry first. No whammy, no whammy. I swear this light is always red every time I come through here. Except for today. It was green. You win today, van. So I have to turn off. Alright, can we keep our momentum? Nobody coming from the left. Another dually. I wonder if anybody counted the dualies. It'll be in the comments. Whoa. So what's interesting is like the speed limit doesn't always match the signage. So I don't know. The signs are more decorative. I know the other speed limit mod I used to use, I need to dig that one up. That worked well. It would read what the actual like AI was looking at versus whatever it was, whatever the signage said. I don't know if that's what this one's doing. All right, we'll drop this off, and we just got one more, and we'll see where we're at money-wise. $7.80. Thank you for your patronage. Oh wow, we're getting some good XP. So since I do have to, do so much driving stuff to get money, might do a live stream here and there of just earning money. So keep an eye out for that. Right on the curb. Drop off another $147, and look at all that XP though. Nice. Almost. We're what, a little over 2/3 of the way to 18. Let's always forget the brake key closes that. It's really annoying. I usually just hold the trigger for brake. And then when you're in this menu, it's paused. So they have that going back out to the shuffleboard garage, which is across the street from where I want to be to get a different truck. Let's do that. We'll finish up with this haul. So I'm going to be doing a lot of this. I want to try out the forklift too at the shuffleboard garage to see if it's any different. Saw the group size was only 4. So there's a lot of different various things I can do for money. I've been doing some car jockey, getting that leveled up. Some kind of cool classic cars. Posted some screenshots on my Discord. And of course the big cars with the V8s in them are fun to drive for the short time of the delivery. It's 50 out here? Okay. I think I see another dually up there. It says 50. I'm pretty sure I've gotten busted for going 30 here. Whoa. Let's quit looking around and watch the road, shall we? Is that a cop up there? No. Stopped at that red light for nothing. Also, the NPCs stop here. There's no stop sign. But they think there's a stop sign here. So once I get to level 20 logistics, I can start hauling aggregate, I believe. So I can get a loaner dump truck. Whoa! And then I think 25, I can start doing some of the trailer deliveries. So we're just working our way up. Oh, that's a lot of traffic. Can't be bothered. Oh, that was a little more of a ditch than I anticipated. It's going to go around the racetrack. We'll get over there to shuffleboard. Shuffleboard garage. And then we can just walk across the street. I can get a different truck. Oh, careful. Easy to lock up them brakes. So XP wise, running across from the port over there is a good option. You're never going to make a ton of money with the loaner because they typically take 80%. I think that gets lower though, like the more you level up. I don't know if that's tied. I need to look and see if that's tied to reputation. I think it might be tied to reputation. And it seems like it's hard to get your reputation up. So I guess I just need to pick a cycle, maybe. Just cycle back and forth between two. So I think you get reputation for like successfully delivering stuff to a place. I need to look into that a little closer. Another dually. There's a lot to it. I love the the big rebalance update they did. Progression makes a lot more sense. There's a lot more nuance to it. It's a little harder to cheese. I do believe we're going here, so I'm just going to sneak in this sideway. Yeah. Go. Last drop off. Here we go, 12 bucks. Nice. And a little bit closer to level 18. So I can spend a little more time knocking this stuff out. Once I get to 20, I'll try out the aggregate stuff with the dump truck. What we got going on over here, folks? I need to get across the street. Coming through. All right, let me turn this in, and I'll give a quick rundown with the levels of the trucks here. I believe they're all level. You have to be level 10, I think. Top out. This is a great place once you have your skill up to do loaner trucks. So if we do loaner vehicles, let's turn that one in. Yay, not enough damage to matter. Oh, it doesn't tell you. I guess if it's locked. Oh, partner. Oh, okay. Interesting. But anyway, I'm pretty sure it's level 10. I guess it doesn't show you here, but level 10 or 12, you can come over here and you can get the tanker truck. You can get the fifth wheel. You get a box truck, the dump truck, the flatbed. That's what I was just driving. The pickup is a little short, stubby version of this. And then there's also a trailer. So you can get the fifth wheel. So I did the fifth wheel and the trailer. And I did my first hazardous fluid run. I picked up at Quarry, Hot Rolled, and Seal Brick, and then took that all over to refinery. And that's where I made like $4 grand, even with the 80% off. That was a good haul, but now, there's not very much hazardous liquid. I think what I'll do is take the tanker truck, make that same run, and see how much is left. I assume it regenerates over time, but I don't know how quickly that does. Those two guys are still staring at each other. My only complaint with this mod is it doesn't know when you're outside of a car. Kind of weird. Anyway, that'll be it for this one. Gone on long enough. Thanks as always for watching, and I'll catch you in the next adventure. Take care.